Start spreading the news. Hold on. How's it going?
I'm leaving today.
Right? Yeah. Hold on. Wait. Cut. Start spreading.
I was like, literally, lied.
Let it breathe.
Just let it sit there. Let it percolate.
Breathe.
Let it percolate.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today.
I want to be a part of it.
New
Houston,
York,
Texas.
New York. Break out the brooms.
We're sweeping today.
They're not leaving today. New York.
Beat the traffic.
Woo! This is Beyond the Diamond Podcast here on the Apollo Podcast Network. Brian LaLima, ApolloDez, producer Josh here with you. Follow us on Twitter at BLima790, at ApolloDez1, at JoshRose1, and of course, at ApolloHOU. The Houston Astros back in the World Series, fourth time in 6 years. The golden age is upon us, and the damn train keeps on rolling. They sweep the Yankees. The Bronx Bums. You guys suck.
Just an absolute masterclass. Phenomenal pitching.
All the way around.
Timely hitting.
Yep.
Great defense. And that's the recipe for October.
It's just an example of winners win.
Exactly.
Winners win.
What have we said on this podcast? October experience reigns supreme. And look, there were guys that didn't hit well in the ALDS that hit well in the ALCS. There were guys that didn't hit well or that hit well in the ALDS that didn't hit well. Yordan Alvarez is a perfect example of that. Obviously, Jose Altuve. What matters? Pitching, defense, timely hitting, and that's exactly what the Astros did. And it doesn't, it also helps when the Yankees give the Astros extra outs with errors, and they make them pay.
This is what this team does. They take you in the deep end. I've said it time and time again, and they just drown you.
They drown you.
And they do it in this manner that it's a death by 1,000 cuts. It's not a 10-run inning. It's not 7 home runs. It's, hey, I'm going to get it to the next guy, and I trust that guy to keep the baton going and keep carrying the torch. And it's on the offense, it's to the bench, to the front office, to the coaching staff, to the bullpen, to the starters. You have a rotation where Luis Garcia and Jose Urquidy did not throw a single inning in the ALCS.
They had 3 pitchers that didn't throw at all.
Yeah.
That is, this team is just built so different. And I said it on the preview that I wanted to say, I told the boys, I was like, I think it's a sweep, but I'm going to say 5 just to be very generous and nice, because the way this team is built, it's just different than all the other years. It's a perfect storm of success of 17 and that young core to tough, terrible losses in World Series, but guys that had to step up when they probably weren't ready, but stepped up anyways and were thrown in the fire, and they were baptized by fire. You have your war horses coming back in Justin Verlander and Lance McCullers Jr., and it's just perfect storm of just experience and veteran and just timely everything. And what you get is a sweep in the Bronx, celebrating champagne, popping bottles in New York. And it's never been sweeter, because we've owned them since 15, 17, 19, now in 2022. And it's not been close since 2017.
Right. Yeah, I think the most impressive part about this postseason run so far is, yes, there have been big moments. Jordan's walk-off. Jeremy Pena's home run last night. The big home run from Chas McCormick in Game 3, right? Those are big moments, yes. But it's the little moments that lead up to that. David Hensley's walk in Game 1. Then you have to, I can't even, you look at Christian Vasquez. How about Christian Vasquez real quick? Getting the start behind the plate for Christian Javier. Okay? Throws a guy out, and then he comes up to the plate, 2 RBI single. Like little moments like that. Harrison Bader drops a fly ball because they forget the golden rule of playing outfield. You fucking call the baseball. Center fielder, you have priority. Call off your right fielder.
Hey, don't worry. I got you.
Right.
I got you.
It's
And
too
then-
loud though, guys. It's
Hey,
too
don't
loud
worry.
here.
Don't worry, I got
It's
you. Next
too
pitch.
loud.
Short porch.
It's too loud. And look what happens. Next thing you know, Chaz McCormick comes up, hits one to right, it gets out, boom, it gets the boys rolling.
Every time they made a mistake.
So many last night. What happened? They routine double play.
The most tailor-made double play.
And they throw it away, and the Astros make them pay. I mean, it's the little moments that lead to the big moment. And that just shows from top to bottom how much trust they have in each other and how much skill is from top to bottom. Dude, I said it. We've said it. We literally have a dog of the series, but this team is full of dogs.
Dogs.
They are full of dogs. Literally full of dogs. And I'm not even being facetious with that. Like we mess around with it, but literally, Jose Urquidy hasn't thrown a pitch in the postseason. How many games did he win this year? Like 14? 13. Christian Javier was the Astros fifth starter, and he had a bullpen role at one point.
And he may be your
diced
best-
him up.
he may be your best pitcher.
He diced up the Yankees the other night. Like, think about how deep this team is. It's insane what the Astros are doing right now.
It's been engraved in my DNA since 4 years old. My grandfather saying good pitching will beat good hitting.
Bingo.
Any day of the week.
What did we say? We have said this. Like, one of the first things we learned as a kid playing baseball is pitching and defense will win you championships. Offense wins you games. Pitching and defense wins you championships, and that's exactly what we've seen.
And you have a lineup where anyone could step up. You can literally go like this. And Lance said it. He said it about the staff. You can randomly point out a name, and one of those 13 guys are going to step up and shove. Yep. You can do that with the offense.
Right.
Well, you point, and that guy could be a hero. And we kind of saw in the ALCS. You had your horses and your big names, your MVPs, your super sluggers who didn't have a great series, but everyone else stepped up around it. And then when an opportunity came up to get a big hit, the horses did. You had Jordan, who probably would have told you, like, hey, I didn't have that great of a CS.
Yeah.
What did he do yesterday? Big time hit in a situation where he didn't try to do too much.
Right.
You put a situation with any other hitter in the league outside the Astros, that guy swinging out of his shoes, trying to be a hero. What do? Hey,
It's just a single.
This is a CNI single. Let me get it.
Yep.
Let me get it to the next guy. Get the guy in.
Yep.
Because that's what this team does. You make mistakes, they're going to capitalize. And that double play last night, and they kind of put it on Gleyber Torres. That's not on Torres. That was on Connor Falefa on a terrible angle.
Yeah.
Torres put it to the spot. And this team just responds, and it's not fluky. It's not the variance of baseball. This team, when you give them extra outs, they're going to make it hurt, especially over a 7-game series.
Yeah. You know, that Connor Falefa and Gleyber Torres double play, like if you go back and watch it, you watch Connor Falefa coming across the bag. Why did he have so much momentum? Dude, it's
And
a
he came
tailor
behind the bag. He
Yeah,
didn't even
but
come across.
and he had
Behind, like Altuve was about to slide.
and but Altuve stopped.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like
Look at me playing slow pitch.
Have some no shit, right?
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not kidding. Like no way.
Extreme lack of
Right.
practice.
Exactly. And it's like, where is your spatial awareness and where is your feel for that moment? All the momentum carrying him, and he couldn't adjust to it. And I'm like, dude, that's like literally a tailor-made double play.
Feet work. His feet
Right,
work,
dude,
too.
just brutal, man.
And he couldn't do it.
You saw so many, like, where it made you scratch your head just from a pure baseball standpoint, like so many dumbass things that the Yankees did. It's like, dude, how did you even get to the ALCS? How did you even win 99 games with some of that shit? And it's mainly because of Aaron Judge. And here's the perfect way to put the New York Yankees is the Yankees fans boo their guy in Aaron Judge, who hit 62 bombs this year, is going to win the MVP. They boo him because he went 0 in the playoffs or whatever it was, whatever series that was. Jose Altuve was like 0 for 23, and the Houston Astros teams are cheering him on. The Houston Astros fans were cheering him on. Like, that's the difference right there.
You know Judge's OPS on the ALCS?
Was it even
Sub 2.
Was it? I was gonna say, was it even 300?
It was .180.
Oh,
Sub 2.
not
I
even
was
2.
nailed.
1 for 16 with 1 walk.
Wow.
And that's the
out.
epitome of good pitching beats good hitting.
They struck out over 50 times in 4 games. Think about that.
It goes back to the quote in the photo, and I have it up. The winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners. And it's that photo of Phelps swimming, and the guy next to him that's neck and neck is looking at Phelps.
Yeah.
Like, this team puts their head down and go to work. all the outside noise just fuels them. It doesn't even affect them. You had the Bronx chanting, "We want Houston." You had the players and coaches saying, "Oh, it's luck." The wind affected, coming up with excuse after excuse after excuse. And what did the boys do? Nothing. Head down, focus. Never got too high, never got too low. And it's crazy that we're sitting here once again, the fourth time in 6 years, as winning a pennant, flags fly forever. And this team is built to win the World Series. And I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but it's going to be a damn good series. The Phillies are on fire.
Yeah.
Hopefully this week cools them off, and we'll get into it in the preview.
Well, this is in the preview we'll get into it, but this is going to be a legit matchup of
Power pitching, power hitting.
power pitching versus good pitching.
Phillies.
You know what this reminds me of?
Phillies have a good back end of the bullpen too.
You know what this reminds me of? 19, but the other way around.
Yeah.
Nationals had really good pitching.
Yep.
We had some big bats that could take over, and it's just this immovable object meets a what's it called? A movable force, a movable
object meets a powerful force.
You're
unstoppable force.
Are we sure? Can we fact check that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm
hey,
jacked
shout
up.
out to
I'm just
Flags.
jacked up.
Hey, shout out to Flags Fly Forever, huh?
Hey,
nice little plug
like
right
that
there.
one? Yeah,
A little old
that's
school,
old
man.
school. OG.
That is old school.
All right.
I remember
tuning in.
I remember following you when it was Flags Fly Forever. And I was like, man, this guy, I'm not even trying to ball wash you right now. This is probably the only time I'll ever do this.
Wow.
But what?
Can we clip this?
No, yeah, we can. I just remember seeing Flags Fly Forever, and I was like, man, this guy kind of has something here. Who would have known that it would turn into Apollo HOU?
It's
God,
wild.
That's a moment
Thank
right there,
you.
boys.
That is a moment.
That's a moment.
That's a moment.
That's a moment. But and here's another thing that I was thinking of when you were talking about Aaron Boone talking about the win, luck, why was the roof up, and all these excuses. Game 4 was delayed 90 minutes, an hour and a half.
With no rain.
No rain, right?
Not a drop.
You have to think about that. Baseball players are creatures of habit, right? Pitchers have routines that they do on game day when they're starting. Lance McCullers, that whole thing, and for Nestor Cortez. Like, I feel like from a baseball standpoint, having Nestor Cortez go down with a left groin injury, that sucks,
That does
dude.
suck,
Like,
yeah.
especially in a big game where your season's on the line and you're about to get swept. Like, that sucks for that dude because he's been
Their
right. You want to beat their guy,
best,
right?
yeah.
And he was an all-star this year, really good left-handed pitcher, whatever. Lance McCullers didn't have his best outing, but he does what Lance McCullers
grinded.
does, and he grinds.
Grinded.
He grinds you through 5 innings, and then you pass the rock.
You just get it to the next
Just get it to the next guy, and then he,
that fifth inning was impressive.
yes, to settle back in. And I don't know if the delay did anything because these guys are so mentally strong at the big league level, they can compartmentalize and go into a different routine, so to speak, on game day just because of a delay. Who knows, right? But from the outside looking in, yeah, it might have messed him up a little bit. He didn't really didn't get a lot of bites on his slider curveball. Couldn't command the fastball early, but like we just said, he grinded through 5 innings to get it to Neris, and then you pass it along. Neris gave up a bomb. Okay, it's going to happen. 3 earned runs. This bullpen, 3 earned runs in 33 innings. 3 earned runs in 33 innings. That's it. That's elite.
You know what a 3 ERA is? 3 earned runs in 9 innings.
That's think about that. Like that's insane. 30 and not to mention 3 earned runs in 33 innings. And oh, by the way, Luis Garcia and Jose Urquidy didn't pitch in the ALCS with Jose Urquidy not even touching the baseball in the postseason yet. Like I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. I went to bed at about 1 this morning. Woke up at 4 for the radio show, and we came in. I know you guys were vibing with the boys last night doing the watch party. The reactions were phenomenal. You can find all those at Apollo HOU. Check out our YouTube. Like, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe. That was great. So I know you guys are probably tired as fuck too. But here we are, and like I can't.
We're running on vibes,
Dude,
baby.
we're
running on vibes.
We're running on vibes, and we are running out of adjectives to describe what we're seeing from this Houston Astros team. And the best part about it is you sweep the Yankees and you sweep them at their place.
Yes.
And pop bottles on their fields.
Jose
Justin Verlander cracked open a beer
on
the field
Chilling.
in the Bronx, and then you go into there and you party your ass off. And dude, watching Dusty Baker celebrate with pure joy, man. Like this has got to be the year that he gets over the hump and gets that World Series.
This is moment.
Like this has got to be it. And for everything that's been said about him throughout the course of the year, with critics and fans and all that stuff, he is. We've said it on each episode this postseason. It's a masterclass in managing.
We're getting him on the pod.
Have to.
I have a one-time ask with someone that's close to him. We're getting him on. We're getting him on the pod.
We got to get him his box of Franzia.
Yeah.
He was the dog of the series last series.
Yeah,
so,
we can present it to him.
Yeah, we got to present it to him.
Let's get into dog of the
Do we?
I do have one thing,
Okay, go ahead.
and it's kind of looking ahead a little bit, but it's World Series week, so whatever. The Astros, and I just think I don't know how you're going to get rid of. You make hard decisions if you get a new GM or a new coach, whatever. We can talk about in the offseason. But you know who's looming for the Houston Astros? Mr. Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
Because you know why? The Phillies are be trotting out Schwarber, Harper, Marsh, and Stott.
Yeah.
All lefties.
Yeah.
Will Smith is going to be
He's got to be,
I
right?
was thinking about
on
that last night
this
when you
and
said
you-
not
roster.
being able to sleep,
It-
I was like, if you stop Schwarber and Harper,
Yeah.
you beat the Phillies.
You limit him. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Now, Rhys Hoskins-
might pop you once,
Right, Rhys
Hoskins
Hoskins-
might pop you once, but-
You know what? And if he pops you once, so what? It's like what Harrison Bader did. You gave up a couple of solo bombs to him.
The break is good for the Astros. Cool
Yeah.
off the bats. Big week. Media's going to be all here in Houston.
Yeah.
They're flying probably today or tomorrow. Start
Yeah.
the workouts. But the thing is, experience matters. And we have a lot. And you're bringing a guy off the taxi squad to bring off Seth, who, by the way, shoved against Houston in Minute Maid Park in the World Series last year.
Yep.
So this team is just built differently, and they made all the right decisions, and now it's just going out and play. And
Yeah.
I think Seattle was better than the New York Yankees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um,
For sure.
I think that I don't want to. The Phillies are a great team. Obviously, they won the pennant. They're hot. They got in against us really that last series of the year. But this team is, I've never seen it more focused and dialed ever before.
Yeah.
And we've had some really, really great teams. We had some really, really good moments. We've had a lot of pennants. But the way they just carry themselves, it's
I don't know,
it's like this quiet confidence.
It is, man. That's the perfect way to describe it. This year just feels different. It's businesslike. Yeah, they partied in the post game celebrations and all that, but it just still feels like it's just so
You can tell
businesslike.
it's mostly the vets now Bregman and McCullers and Altuve.
Yeah.
They're letting the young guys enjoy the moment more.
Right.
But I think
They
that
are leading the ship with that.
Yeah.
I think that builds culture and
It does.
and
yeah.
everything
It
that
does.
makes Houston great, because in these moments, eventually, if this golden age keeps going, these guys celebrating now are gonna be what Breggs and Altuve and Lance are
Just a revolving door.
yeah,
Right.
Jordan and Tuck and Pena, they're gonna be the guys just chilling, and the new group's gonna be able to.
Well, I mean,
and it's this culture that
this
you just
is-
can't calculate. It's just different.
This goes, it goes all the way to the top. It goes into Jim Crane, and he talked about it last night when they got the ALCS trophy.
He even got worked up.
I love these guys. That's all he kept saying. He's like, I love these guys. We have so many good dudes in the building. And there was a really good thread that was put up on Twitter earlier that I shared or that I retweeted. Let me pull it up real quick. If you guys want to go check it out. I don't know if you guys saw it. Of course, it from a guy named Kyle Body. I don't know. He's got over 65,000 followers. Driveline. Oh, founder. Oh, he's the founder of
Driveline.
Oh, wow. Okay. At Driveline Basis, and he said, had a great talk with a player today who was coming up with the Astros in the mid-2010s, now with another organization in the big leagues. Houston in 2016 was ahead of where most organizations are now, and a couple other quotes of interest in the thread. So if you go look at that thread, it's the culture of this organization, and it starts at the top. It starts with Jim Crane. Jim Crane is arguably a top 5 owner in all of sports right now. All of sports. Look what he has done.
Yeah.
He comes in, buys the team. First of all, the best thing he ever did was he got the colors back to where they should be.
Yeah.
The blue and the orange. Get rid of that ugly ass
These
brick
colors
red.
don't run.
What's that?
These colors don't run, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he starts there, and then you've seen, obviously, a lot of credit to the front office, a lot of credit to Jeff Luhnow, a lot of credit to what James Click has done this year and last year, and of course, A.J. Hinch when he was here, but it just starts at the top, and it's a culture thing, man. It's a culture thing. So, the young guys, the middle-aged guys, the vets, if you will, have you seen Justin Verlander happier as an Astro than you did last night?
No, I wanted to bring that.
Seriously.
I think
He looked giddy. He looked giddy. He looked like a kid.
He might throw the game of his life.
Yeah.
Game 1.
He deserves World Series MVP. And this is not disrespect to anyone in the lineup who can have big hits and big moments. I don't know what's going to happen over the next 7 games, but the biggest elephant in the room is Justin Verlander does not have a World Series win.
Right.
And what a more perfect opportunity. And baseball's so fucking poetic. And it's poetic in the sense that you had Jeremy Pena the rookie replacing a franchise player in college career, winning MVP of the ALCS, and now you have this moment where Justin Verlander he gets Tommy John. You don't know if he's going to come back. You don't know what version of him is going to come back. You have the best version of him since his MVP year, and now you have an opportunity for himself and him and his family and the city to. He's going to go out and win 2 World Series games.
I think he's going to go 8+ innings in Game 1.
That's insanely hot take.
I
That's an insanely hot take.
I think he's going to go 8+ innings and allow less than 3 hits.
Yeah.
And just fucking.
When's the last time you saw Justin Verlander do a fucking beer bong luge off the ALCS pennant?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, he was in the middle of it all. Like a rookie.
I truly think that him being out of the league for 2 years,
It's changed
perspective
changed
tremendously with him. Because at one point he probably thought I may never get back to where I was.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like when you have that, I've never had that surgery, right? But when you have injuries in baseball, like a part of your mind goes into I may never play the same ever again. And for him at that elite level, and to have Tommy John at his age and miss 2 years, 2 years, and then to have the opportunity to come back, and I mean. The year that he had, he's going to be the Cy Young winner. And we've talked so much about the year that he's had, and he's a freak and run out of adjectives describing what he's done too. But I think it changed perspective, and now you can see the pure joy. Or last night, I mean, that's the first time I think I've ever seen Justin Verlander from me as a fan watching like, dude, this guy fucking loves being here.
Jose Altuve post-game conference.
Same thing.
He looked like he was about to cry.
Right,
I've never
he
seen
did.
that much emotion
from
him. And it was like he was just so consumed with happiness.
And he was
that
giddy
brought
too.
him to tears. This team is just so different, and we'll go into the dog, but I have a few questions from people that I put out a tweet.
Let's get the Q&A out of the way, and then we'll end on the dog of the series.
This from Stoney. The team seems this team seems uber confident, even more so than 2019. What are the difference between this team from the 2019 team?
I can't put my finger on it, dude. It just feels different, man.
Pitching depth, like
I think it's
an offensive. Like you could point to anyone. Anyone could be the guy to be the MVP.
Yeah, you look at 2019. The offensive lineup was on paper was better, but I think I don't know, man.
This team just
they grind, dude. Like
I don't know if
is it the timely hitting? Like I feel like the timely hitting's there. The lineup was maybe I don't know. Maybe the 2019 had more big boppers, I guess you could say.
I think it's a brotherhood. I think you just know that the guy next to you in your foxhole is going to be the one to pick you up or get you in. Like it's just this confidence of Chas could be the guy, Pena could be the guy, Vasquez can be the guy,
right?
Tucker could be, like any of these guys could be the guy, and they don't care. Like you could have argued that Breggs or Chas could have been the ALCS MVP, right?
Yeah,
and they had a legitimate chance of being those guys. And they were so happy for Pena.
Right.
Like, me, I'm selfish. Like, I'll be a little pissed. Like, I had a really good series. I should be. No. Like, they literally just pick each other up and show them off. And it's just like this brotherhood. So, I think that's what really makes them different.
It goes back into, like, what we just talked about, like, the culture. They know that they still, the job's not finished.
Job's not finished.
To quote,
job's not finished.
Kobe Bryant, like put in the Kobe Bryant video, like right here.
Right there.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
The job's not done. So they understand. Give it up for the young kid for getting ALCS MVP. We still got 4 more to go.
What's better? World Series MVP.
Right. What's better? What do we always say? What about championship parades? About World Series parades? What's the saying that we always say? It's like, what's it called? God, we used to say something around trade.
Prospects are cool. Parades are cooler. I'm gonna say
parades are forever.
I'm gonna say pennants are cool.
Yeah,
but parades are cooler.
Parades are cooler, right? So it's all about winning the World Series.
Are the Phillies a problem? Oh, that was ugly. I'm gonna say the Phillies are a problem just to keep the bit going, and it's been the Phillies. The Phillies are a problem.
Scared. Oh no.
Yeah. I'm doing it for the bit.
The Phillies are playing extremely well.
They hit the fuck out of the baseball, though.
This is going to be...
cool them down.
This is going to be the biggest test.
I'm using all 3 timeouts to ice the kicker right now, and that's this week.
Nice.
Not a question, but let's publicly demand the Crybabies apologize to Yuli, Maldy, Dusty, everyone who are crying all year about it. I mean,
who asked that?
Birds the word.
I knew
that's
it was
a really good...
I was just going to say it was the birds. He wants me to go scorched earth on people.
Job's not finished.
Job's not done, but...
We'll have a whole offseason to to.
Oh, we should. You know what we ought to do, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig into the receipts, and we're gonna find tweets
We'll
of
do,
people.
like, one episode per player. And
Ooh, I like that.
just, like,
People
I like
bitching
that.
about Dusty and bitching about Yuli and bitching
That's
about
26
Bregman.
episodes in the offseason.
I mean, dude, that's good.
You ready
math.
for that? 26 episodes?
That's good.
One
Yeah,
episode
man.
for each person?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. How much does a meaningless 3-game set matter? We saw Nola, Framer, JV all deal, but we didn't get a look at Wheeler. I think it didn't really mean much, but to the analytical front office people, that first game we saw all their top arms because they had a win to get in. And so that's data.
I mean,
data matters. So
You can look back at that for sure. But
Yeah.
as far as like anything else, it doesn't matter. It's October.
data
now.
collection.
Yeah.
This is from our good friend Emily Neiman at She Does It. Great follow, Yankee fan. I have a question. I'm asking for a friend. Why do bad things happen to good people? I'll hang up and listen. Emily and all the Yankee people that
have some
support
Yankee
us.
fans
We
on
have
the
some Yankee fans.
We got it. Sorry.
We want Houston.
I mean,
It's
We want Houston. And the Phillies fans were doing it last night too.
oh my god.
What are you doing? Stop it.
This is from Tennis Pig. When do you file adoption papers for JP3? It's already filed.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We're doing a huge collab. This is from Tony Adams. Is the drink I have keto? Wow. Okay. That was mean. That was ugly, Tony.
But is it
that was
keto?
it. That was it from the
Is it
questions. We'll have a big Q&A for.
Is it keto?
Yeah, dude. This is like 9 shots of espresso. I
We'll
don't.
give the people what they want.
yeah, they asked a question. Answer the question.
No
Keto
free,
friendly.
no
No free
free
ads.
ads though. So we don't know what the brand.
But yeah, it's we'll do a big Q&A. We'll do a big Q&A before the World Series
Start
preview.
spreading the news.
Brian's had a little bit of sleep.
Let's go to let's wrap it up.
I'm leaving.
If you're still watching, smash that like button, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe.
New York, New York.
Dog of the series.
Dog of the series.
I don't know what that was.
All right, who's starting? I'm not starting. I'm going last.
I'll start.
All right. Go ahead, producer Josh. Who is your dog
Hold
of
on,
the series?
we didn't even do dog of the games.
No, fuck the dog of the game. Let's go dog of the series.
This is Kevin.
Dog is fine.
Dog of the series.
Dude, you just got outmatched and outgunned right there. Sorry, dude.
You didn't think that was gonna go the way you did.
A tuna?
A tuna?
In the ocean?
In the ocean?
Or no, a lion in the ocean? Lions hate water.
We get a breathing apparatus.
I'm gonna throw it up to my boy Chazzy.
Chaz.
Okay.
Chazzy. Nobody
Chaz.
expected that.
Chaz. Okay. What do you got?
good. Who I got?
That was solid timing. Man.
I'm going with this.
Uh-oh.
The Prince Who Was Promised, the first of his name, the ALCS MVP, the Master of Breaking Balls, the Golden Glove, the House of Maine, from the island of the Dominican Republic, Jeremy Pena JP3 is my dog of the series. Hey, and you know what? As we're going to tee it up to you, the best thing about our 2 nominees, both big-time home runs, rounding third were little kids. We had the chomp from Chaz, and then we had
And then
the shrug.
Yep.
And then also honorable mention, Astros admin team, who's absolutely putting a master.
I mean, they are on
Astros admin,
fire.
you can get a honorable mention for dog
Yeah.
of the series because dog of the playoffs. You guys have been
dog
fucking
of the playoffs
killing
for
it.
sure
Astros
for those
admin.
guys and women. I mean, my God, what they're doing
team
is
is
just
so- yeah,
phenomenal. Just
fucking
salty as fuck, and I love it,
love
dude.
it.
All right, so my dog of the ALCS, I narrowed it down to 3. I narrowed it down to 3.
He's been up.
All right.
Morning.
I narrowed it down to 3. It's either going to be Chaz McCormick, Alex Bregman,
Bregman.
or Jeremy Pena.
Is this the first
Do you want
three-way?
the OPSs?
Yeah, give me the OPS real quick.
Let's play a little guessing game. I bet. Oh, I'm not looking at the screen. Chaz is probably 895. Bregs is probably 905. Pena's probably around 875.
Breggs is like 933.
Ooh, I don't.
I looked these numbers up this morning. I just can't remember if this is. And I think Pena's is like 875. What are they, Josh?
Breggs is at 975.
Dude,
Holy
his was at 975.
He should have been the MVP.
Chaz was at 1,026.
Holy shit. Okay.
Pena's was 1,176.
Okay, we were
Holy, we were
the fuck
way
off.
off.
Maybe I'm thinking regular
They all
season.
three went off.
Dude.
They went off.
Okay,
Is
so
this
let's see.
is this the first? This is the first 3-way.
The dog.
What is it? What is the mythology? The dog with 3 heads.
Oh, there is a dog with 3 heads.
Cerberus? Is
No,
it
that was Harry Potter.
No, it's based on.
Oh.
Cerberus.
I don't know. Google
I
it
don't
real
know.
quick. We can edit this. 3-headed.
3-headed dog.
Look at that.
3-headed dog.
So
So our Cerberus of the.
Cerberus. What is it?
Cerberus.
Cerberus.
You saying Scott Service? You wish you were the dog.
So our Cerberus of the ALCS, our dogs of the ALCS, Chaz McCormick, Jeremy Pena, Alex Bregman. Give it up, all 3. Snapback hats.
Dogs.
We've got mugs, and we've got 3 tank tops ready to go, ready to ship out.
We have,
we got a couple of.
Copy of MVP baseball.
And we've got MVP Baseball 2015.
We have-
we're going to ship you your own bobblehead and
we have a-
limited edition Jose Altuve bobblehead for all 3 of you guys. I might have an Academy gift card.
We have $1 that's half ripped. A Starbucks card that's $2.50.
I hope one of you guys wear a size 13 in cleat. We will send you this signed Nico Goodrum cleat. You guys can share it.
Game used towels.
We got a lot of gifts, basically.
Whatever you want.
A
a
lot
lot
of
of
gifts.
care packages.
I can't do drinks. I'm sorry.
Can't do drinks.
Can't do drinks. Can't do drinks. So
Dogs.
our Cerberus of the series, our dogs of the week are all 3
Dogs.
because all 3 of those dudes went off. So once again, let's give it up for Chaz McCormick, Alex Bregman, and Jeremy Pena. The gift baskets will be shipped USPS, so it might get there in 3 days. It might get there in 7. Just stay tuned.
We're
Look,
regular shipping.
we will get them
Sorry.
to you. We
Regular
we
shipping.
can't afford expedited shipping, so we'll get them to you. Don't worry. So yeah, I mean, how can you decide in those 3? I mean, my God, when you read those OPSs, it's like what?
It's just
Holy
insane.
shit, man!
Insane. I just wow.
Wow.
I mean,
Brian, you want to
shrug.
take us out?
Shrug.
What are we doing? We getting out of here, or do you want to do it, Josh?
You got it.
Why?
No, we're keeping the good times.
Yeah, you got to do it. New York, New York.
Thank you for-
Go for it.
Thank you for watching Beyond the Diamond on.
Don't look at us, look at the
FAU
camera.
Channel.
What?
What are we doing?
What are we
We
doing?
have Brian. We have Lance, this is John. We are leaving.
doing?
We are.
He said we're leaving.
We're leaving.
Peace.
Love you guys. Peace. See you Friday night.